If you are ashamed of the person that you are dating or that you are partnered with, you probably should not be with them. Hi, my name is Dr. Natalie Jones. We have been seeing all this week this viral trend about women talking about their exes or the people that they were with, the man of the year trend. And what's striking about the man of the year trend is a lot of these men that are in this trend are, one, very abusive, but two, a lot of what these women are or were enduring, I should say, was going on behind closed doors. But in some of them, you can also hear that the women were paying for things and things like that. And so a lot of times, one of the hallmarks of being in an abusive relationship is things that go on behind closed doors. We're often ashamed of, we're ashamed of those characteristics in our partners, so much so that we try to cover for them. We try to hide that from the public. So a good example would be like, if a woman is dating a grown man and that grown man is not working for the entire duration of their relationship, and therefore she is paying for things. So much like the trend, they will cover for that man by paying for everything, paying all the rent, all the responsibilities, and also taking the mental and emotional and verbal abuse for it behind closed doors. And so you may find yourself, even when you're in an abusive relationship, you may find that you adapt and try to change parts of yourself to cover, protect, or cover for the abuser in your relationships, to your family, to your friends, and just to the general public. A lot of people, what they will end up doing when they're with an abusive partner is they will put on a great pretend show as though they have the perfect relationship, or, oh, we're so in love, or we treat each other so well. When behind closed doors, there's no holidays being celebrated, or holidays or special occasions are turned into complete hell and chaos. Your partner isn't, showing up for you. They're not considering you. They're not pulling their weight in the relationships, or they're being physically, verbally, sexually, financially, or emotionally abusive to you. And so if you find yourself feeling ashamed of feeling ashamed to say, oh, this is my partner, or this is how things really are in our relationship, that's probably a sign that, there's either some abuse dynamics going on there, or two, you don't need to be with that person if you're ashamed of what's going on. Also, if you find yourself changing complete parts of yourself in order to accommodate someone that you're really not aligned with. So for an example, if a partner hurts your feelings by not getting you an anniversary gift or Christmas gifts, you may find yourself telling the public or other people who ask about it, oh, we don't celebrate Christmas, we don't celebrate special occasions, or we decide to focus more on just spending the day together and those kinds of things. And you may try to find that you're sort of trying to talk up a good game and really sort of sell it to the other person, and really honestly deep down you're trying to sell it to yourself. And the story that you're trying to sell is that he or she really loves me, and so I kind of have to make this narrative so that I have something to believe in, when really this is all bullshit. I don't really like what's going down. I don't really feel like I'm treated fairly. I'm really having to overcompensate for a lot of my needs not being met in this relationship. And so, and a lot of times when that relationship is over, you feel that immediate lift. You may go back to being that old version of yourself that actually does celebrate, that actually does spend money on elaborate decorations that maybe your partner told you that you shouldn't be spending for, or that they weren't going to pay for, and this and that and the other. Remember this: you can always do bad all by yourself, or at the very least, You can do bad. You could get a roommate and at least have those things covered 50-50. You don't need another grown individual to make you feel ashamed about who you really are, or to make you feel like you have to cover up for their inadequacies in the relationship.